So, Anurag, the physical appearance and costuming of the characters in your movies is as nuanced as anything else. How do you arrive at this place? Do you work very closely with the costume designer?
I give a lot of space to all my people to find things. So sometimes what happens is we normally work on a palette, like which comes from the cameraman. So my process is I write a script. And when I'll write a script or tell the idea and things, and everybody starts working in their own direction, and they all start working individually before they come together.
All the HODs are working individually.
Individually.
Okay.
Before it comes together, and then I work by negation. Like I tell them what doesn't work for me. It doesn't feel right.
Because you know what you don't want.
Yeah, I know what I don't want. This is exactly how it happens, and it happens just at the last moment always. Like the hairstyle, the look. Like for example, when I was saying Man Marziyan, I get her hair red, so then my call will go to Amit and say, I need a song to describe this. And when I found word fyar, I need a song to explain what fyar is.
The red hair comes to you at what point in the process?
Just when I start thinking about the movie, before the shoot, just before the shoot. That's
And
why
then
Taapsee and
you-
me had a massive fight. She like, you know how Taapsee is, it's very straightforward. She's like, she never worked with a filmmaker. It's 2 days before the shoot says, color your hair red.
If the costume designer shows you something, you're happier to just go with whatever he or she suggests, or do you have very strong ideas about what it should look like?
And we discuss very, very minimal. So sometimes they have a lot of free hand to suggest. But I also, for me, it should seem real. Prashant is doing Man Marziyan. So he came up with this shirt and salwar. My thing was like, what is this character? What is this woman? Who is this Rumi? So when the red hair came in, and the second day costume, I was like, this is correct. Second day it was shirt and salwar. And then we stuck to that. Then he made more shirts and salwar.
Right. So, Bombay Velvet, Anushka Sharma had about 140 costumes.
Yeah.
What were the logistics of that?
What was the logistics for that movie?
No, 140 costumes. How do you even decide?
Because it was a lot of research work. A lot of research work. And the art department, Sonal Sawant and Niharika, all the team, they worked together, they did a lot of research. There are like files and files of research on Bombay Velvet. Every costume was period
Right.
driven.
Of course.
And every costume had a basis to it or a story to it. Like if you'll sit down with Niharika, she'll take you through the kind of work they had put in. I think Bombay Velvet costumes made more money than film. Because we started lending costume to other period movies after that. So a lot of period movies have been made after that.
यही पहन लो.
है ना, कपड़े हमने सारा फैशन बना के रखा था निहारिका ने पूरा ऐसा मतलब पूरा गोडाउन में पड़ा था other films used to borrow
Correct.
or
But which is
one of
great.
us,
Which is great. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about the Gangs of Wasseypur bash at Cannes in 2012 and your actors wearing gamchas. Where did this gamcha come from?
Gamcha idea was Rudro from Viacom. He just put the gamcha around one of us and it just kind of fit in.
Yeah.
It started with, I think, the first person to have the gamcha around was, I think, Huma. And suddenly it just somehow made sense and they got a lot of gamchas and they started gifting it to everyone. It was Viacom ka Ruth, I think, which was the best marketing idea that
It was.
which
It
I've
was.
seen.
And tell me, I know you love shoes, but do you otherwise care about how you look or what you're wearing?
No.
Not at all.
Well, I have phases. I have like my track pant phase. I had a jacket phase. But every time you see a new fashion phase in me, there's something much darker I'm dealing with in life. Because for me, it's always retail therapy. So
How long do these phases usually last?
as long as I'm buying,
Huh.
and you can see, you can actually see. I'm telling you, you can based on the pictures, you can decide. यहाँ पे कोई problem हुई थी, यहाँ कोई problem हुई थी.
अच्छा, जब problem नहीं है, then you don't care at all what you're wearing?
Then I'm just jeans and t-shirt.
अच्छा, तो जब एक look we have, that is कि
पहले जैकेट का फेस था, ग्लासेस का फेस था, ट्रैक पैंट्स का फेस आया था.
हाँ.
ऐसे फेज आते रहते.
और जूते is forever.
नहीं जूते का भी फेज ही है. जूते स्टार्ट हुए थे, मेरे जूते पहले खरीदता था, but not like the way I do now.
Right.
Last 2.5 years, the way I bought shoes is crazy. But उसके पहले I used to literally go and pick up shoes. I'll go find the shoemaker. I handcrafted shoes.
Right.
But ढूंढ के लेके आता था.
Right.
I know designers from across.
Correct.
And for me, अभी तो I think the sneaker thing started happening after Balenciaga Triple S came out. Because I'd never seen anything like that. And Triple S, I was walking in New York in a shop, and if I would have found the Triple S then, I don't think I would have bought so many. Because I walked in and it was a display and it said, we have run out of your size.
Right.
And I didn't have it. And I chased that shoe for 1.5 years. Till I found I paid huge price for exactly the same shoe. Because they stopped making it. In the process, I ended up collecting every single shoe that looked like it. Or something like that. Those Triple S are a bad
Ruined
habit.
by a shoe.
Totally.
Thank you, Anurag. This was such fun.